So, as you know, Keon, what do you think my example of a limit is? Does that does it define what you learned when you first learned calculus, or does it is it like a different example that you might not be familiar with?
So this last example is actually one of the most basic examples that like if you try to understand limits, I think that's one of the best examples there. But your other examples, or like maybe I can say metaphors, I think they were great. I didn't think about that before. Like for example, um, so if there's like a graph, if there's like a function graph like this, and if you go from the right hand side and left hand side, you go into different places. So there's gonna be no limits. That's gonna be DNE. And you said like two guys go from different, like from the same route, from the same function, but they're gonna end up in the different houses. I think that's a great way to, I don't know, like make it more tangible to people. So I like it. Yeah.
So, an example, and what can you use limits besides also in math and what using calculus? What else is there applications for calculus? If you know, since you take it.
So limits are the base of the calculus.
Mhm.
So when you start to like understand limits and try to use them, that makes it basically what makes math calculus. Like at least from what I know, because like in calculus we do derivatives and integrals and other stuff like sequences, and all of them when they're in calculus, they just you like compute them with limits. So you use limits all the time for calculus.
And then it draws out to other sciences like physics and
Yeah, of course,
chemistry. Yeah.
because calculus is everywhere.
Yes.
Like calculus is everywhere, so it's gonna be like on any other field, any other science topic.
From what I know, from what I learned, calculus, from my perspective, is a study of change, constant change that goes on and goes on and goes on, and then and from what I know from limits, it approaches something, but it does not mean like it can also include something where a scenario where like approaching the house with two different people approaching the house, and the second example was two different people go to the same place, but they end up in two different houses. And the first example was they did not reach the house. So that's what I know. It's a study of constant change. For me, that's what calculus means. Which I don't know if you agree or disagree.
Yeah, I guess like um, it's hard to understand something just by like learning limits. It's hard to understand the constant change topic. But like when you're learning derivatives, the constant change. What do you mean? I think do you mean by that? Like if you have a good understanding of limits, I think it's okay. Yeah, like it's gonna be better if you're gonna try to learn it.
I think.